Hi guys, Kendra here with Just Between Friends. I just wanted to do a quick video on pricing. So we noticed that one of the most overwhelming things, especially for new consigners, is pricing. So we really frequently get the question, how do I know what to price these things at? So we do have a pricing guide. We have a short version and a long version. You can find it on our website. But we actually do our pricing a little bit different for our valet program. So I wanted to show you how we do it. For valet, we have about an 80% sell-through rate, so it's pretty good. We've kind of honed this pretty well, we feel. So I wanted to show you how we do it. So basically what we do is we open one tab that would be the tagging website. So we get our tagging site open, and then we open a couple other tabs to reference while we're tagging. So the first one is Google Shopping. This is a really good resource. So one thing to keep in mind when you're pricing your items is that you want to price it based on the current retail price, not what you necessarily purchased it for. So if you bought a stroller or a pack and play like 5 or 6 years ago, it may be a little bit cheaper now. And keep in mind that people will Google stuff from our sale and be like, I don't know, is that a good price? Let me just check real quick. And they'll Google it from their cell phone. And if they see that the item is overpriced, they might not buy it. So this is a resource that we use to find the current retail price. So if you just do google.com/shopping and then type in whatever it is. So let's say it's like a radio flyer tricycle. We'll do that. So if you click this, let's do a small one. That's pretty common. So let's see, this one's nice, the classic red one. So this is the metal one. There's also a plastic version. Here's the plastic version, so you can look at that. So let's say this is the one that I have. I know I have the pink one for my daughter. So if I'm looking it up, you'll see that it says $49.99 from 20 stores. So if you click on this, it'll show you how much it is at Toys R Us, Walmart. It'll show you Target, all of the places that you can buy this. And basically what we do is we look at the cheapest price. So if it's $50, we'll take a third of that, or a half if the item is like new. So this is what we use to find the most current retail price is google.com/shopping. We can do another one real quick. Baby Einstein jumper. Let's use this as an example. Okay, so this one's really common. We see this at our sale a lot. So you can see $79.99, and it pulls up the prices from 10 plus stores. So it shows you what it is at Target, Toys R Us, on and on. So basically we would just take the cheapest one and take a third or a half, anywhere between a third and a half, depending on the condition of that price. And that's what we would price it for. So that's what we use for a lot of the toys and the large items to find the current retail price, and we just take the lowest one out of what we find. So this is what a lot of shoppers will do from the sale. Another example that I wanted to show you, let's say you have a discontinued item. So it's a little bit older, it's been discontinued. If you use Google Shopping, what you'll find are these really crazy high prices. So we see this one a lot, the Fisher-Price Speedway. So this yellow one is the older version, and you can see that on this fish pond or like eBay will come up that they're selling it for like $400. Well, nobody's going to pay that. That's crazy, and that's just marked up because it's supposedly, it's discontinued or whatever. Like this is what it'll look like on eBay or some of these other sites. But what you should do is just find out what the newer version is. So here's the new version, Fisher-Price Speedway. It's white, so they changed the look of it a little bit, but the current retail price is $29.99. So we would take a third to a half of the current retail price of the new version of this item. So that's what you can do if you try to Google it, you find out that your item is discontinued, is try to find whatever the current version is, and then just take a third of that price. Okay, so that's another tip for discontinued items. As far as clothing, sometimes what we'll do is I'll just open a tab to, let's say, Carter's.com. Let's say that I'm looking for these kind of jumpers or sleepers. We'll open it up, and what you want to do is take a third of the sale price. So you'll see that this says MSRP $18, MSRP $22. Well, we all know that our shoppers are pretty savvy. Sorry, hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Nap time is over, so I had to go get my baby. So anyway, we all know that our shoppers are pretty savvy and they're not going to pay, they don't pay full retail price for this stuff. So you want to price it off of what the usual sale price is for these things. Keep in mind, shoppers commonly will have like a 20 or 30% off coupon that they get in their email. So you want to keep all that in mind. Usually price these for like anywhere between $2, $2.50, $3, maybe $3.50 if it's a really cute one. You'll even see like some of these sleepers are on sale right now for, $6 or $7. So we don't want to go too high. So what I'll do is I'll group like all my pajamas together, and if I'm charging, $2.50 for Carter's, then if I have like a Baby Gap one, I'll charge $3.50. So I'll kind of go up and down like that. If I have like a Gerber's one, I'll charge, $2 or $1.50. I'll charge a little cheaper for those kind of brands. So that's generally what we do. One other tip, we call it our 50-cent tip. So if you find out that the retail price on something is $60, so you're considering charging $20 for it, you might want to consider charging $19.50. So we find that to a shopper, if something is under $20, it sounds cheaper. Or if you're considering charging $10 or $5, you might want to charge $9.50 or $4.50 because it just sounds cheaper, and we find that shoppers will be more likely to buy it. On the flip side, if you're considering charging, $2 or $3 for something, you might want to consider marking it up 50 cents. So we find that if you're going to charge $2, a lot of shoppers won't mind paying $2.50. So if it's one of those like middle of the road prices, like if you're going to charge $7, a lot of shoppers won't mind paying $7.50. So that can make you a little bit more money by doing it that way on the flip side. So that's kind of our 50-cent tip. So hopefully that helps you with your pricing, especially if you're new. Feel free to comment on this post if you have questions. But hopefully that gives you a little bit of guidance. And this is what we actually do when we're pricing our own stuff or doing valet tagging. So happy tagging!